When it comes to building landing pages and building product pages or just working on any type of page on your e-commerce website, there's a lot of things to keep in mind. So I wanted to make this quick video, try to keep it simple to show some things to keep in mind. Some very simple, easy, straightforward things to keep in mind. So to help your landing pages convert on Shopify. So I've laid them out here, try to keep them again as simple and to the point as possible. So looking at the first point here, you want to make sure that your headlines are very clear. So typically on your landing pages, you'll have a headline, you might have a subheading, and then a call to action link. When it comes to that headline, you want to make it bold and you want to make it benefit driven. So you want to speak to your customers. So for the example that I use, if you're selling maybe like a skincare product, right? You want to speak to that customer. Something simple: boost your skin's glow in 7 days. So you see here they're using words like boost your skin's glow. So that's attractive to the customer, getting them interested to learn more about how can I boost my skin's glow. And then in 7 days, so it's almost like you've added a time to it. So it can help drive that urgency, because now a customer says, let me test this out and see, will this really help me in 7 days? So you're making it benefit driven. You're speaking to that customer. It's not a boring headline. It's not vague. Um, and it's clear exactly what it is that you're talking about. You don't want your landing page headline to talk about something that has nothing to do with your product page, your product, or leave customers confused as to what it is that you're selling here. You want to make it clear, bold, to the point, and show those benefits to customers. Um, the next thing that you want to keep in mind is visuals. Visuals are a key when it comes to e-commerce, because it's not like a physical store where you can walk into the store, you look on the shelf or you look on the rack and you can hold the product in your hand. You can see how big it is. You can see how it's going to look in your house. You're shopping online, so customers don't have that option. So you want to make sure that you're helping customers as much as possible to see how the product looks like. So using high quality images, you're using videos, you're showing the image in real time. Maybe if it's like a couch, you don't just show the couch, but you show it in different rooms. You show it maybe at nighttime versus daytime. You're showing it maybe by a lamp, by a table set with people sitting on it. So that way people can see how the product looks in real time, and you're increasing the quality. But of course, you don't want to add too many visuals also, because it could slow down the page. And of course, you can add things like lazy loading and things of that nature to help out with that. But I do think high quality images and videos are very important when it comes to showing your products. Now, the third thing to keep in mind when you are working on your landing page is to make sure that your call to actions are clear. So when you have these call to actions clear, to the point: shop now, buy now, get yours today, learn more, things of that nature. Something generic like submit or something like that, not very clear to the customer. When I think of submit, I think of filling out a form, but in this case, I'm purchasing a product, I'm buying something online. So you want to make sure that this call to action button is clear. You also want to have a call to action button, so don't hide the button, because if I see a product I'm interested in and I want to purchase, but the button is not there, now I'm not sure what to do. I'm confused. I might leave the website. So you want to make sure that this feature here is clear on your landing page. Something else to keep in mind is if you have reviews, if you have testimonials, if you have maybe trust badges, add these things on your website. Even if you don't have any reviews yet, if maybe you're a new platform, you're now getting off the ground and maybe running ads or trying to make content to drive traffic, and you don't have any reviews or testimonials yet, add those trust badges, so that way customers can be confident in the product and the offerings that you offer. So that's very important to add as well. Of course, you don't want to add any fake reviews. You don't want to hide the social proof if you have it. You want to make sure that everything is legit and trustworthy. Again, customers are interacting with your brand, and so you don't want to do anything that could um, hurt the reputation of your brand. So you want to make sure that you have everything in place to build as much trust as possible when it comes to your brand. And so the fifth thing, very key: almost everybody is shopping on phones these days. And so when you're working on your storefront, more than likely you're working in the customizer on your computer. But you want to make sure that you see how it looks like on mobile, test it out on your phone, test it out on Safari, Chrome, the different browsers. have other people test it out as well, just so that the pages are loading fast, everything was looking correct, the shopping experience isn't messed up. Maybe it's working on one device, but then doesn't work on a different device. And then if you have a tablet as well, you can test it on as there. That way, you're kind of hitting as many screen sizes as possible. But you really want to test it out on mobile, so that way um, everything is optimized, because customers, once again, are more than likely shopping on their phone as opposed to a computer or a device of that size and nature. So you want to make sure that that's tested thoroughly. So these are some points that I wanted to share when it comes to building a high converting landing page. Simple, straight to the point, but they can be definitely helpful as you work on your landing page. If you're looking for help building a landing page, you're building a landing page, but you have any questions, maybe you're stuck, you need extra development or design customization help, anything of that nature, please feel free to reach out. All our information is down below. Feel free to take a look through our website, see what we've worked on, see what other people have said. My email is also down below if you have any other questions. But once again, I'll be more than happy to help you get your landing page up and running so that you can start selling your products. And so if you have any questions, or if you would like assistance with building your landing page, please feel free to reach out. But once again, I hope this video and some of these points were helpful, just to see some clear steps on how to get your landing page out there and make sure that it's optimized for conversions as much as possible.